Okay, we should be all set, ready to start working through this program. So, the transition to working from anywhere program has 6 main steps, 6 components, 6 steps, and I recommend and suggest that you work through these in order. I also suggest that you complete all of these steps. It could be tempting to not complete them all, only take bits and pieces out of it, and that's totally up to you. You could possibly get by with not implemented everything that I share with you. It's totally up to you. But I want to share with you, and I will be sharing with you and guiding you through best practice and the very things that will help you succeed in transitioning your business to working from anywhere, so you can in fact spend more time living life outside of your business. That's the main aim. That's what my purpose in life is. So let's have a look at the 6 steps. I'll just open this up here. So the 6 steps. Step number 1 is building the foundation. Now, some of these steps won't be terribly interesting, but they are all very, very important. Building the foundation potentially is not too interesting. This is a little bit about the theory and the structure of your systems. Before we get into the technology side of things, we need to build a solid foundation, so when we do move into the technology is actually running a system that makes sense. Some of this stuff might be just a little bit different to how you've worked before. You're going to have to trust me on that one and put it in place and see that it does actually work, because the whole idea is to simplify how your business operates. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is moving to the cloud. Now, most of you people, actually all of you people by now, should already be in the cloud using G Suite or Google, which is what I use and what I will be sharing and using throughout this program. But if you're not, we need to make sure you are, otherwise we can't progress. But this step number 2 will work through how to use some of the tools and the programs within the G Suite suite of tools and other cloud software. So that's moving your business to the cloud. Step number 2, most important. Included in that step will be also securing your digital data, which is most important. If you're going to have everything in the cloud, we're going to go over how to make sure you secure that digital data as far as usernames and logins, passwords, and basically all the security that's involved to make sure your systems are secure. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is another step that's potentially not too much fun, but absolutely essential. It's about getting the processes out of your head. So the only way we're going to be able to build a system where other people can operate or run your business without you having to be there all the time is by having clear, concise processes. Most of you, a lot of businesses already have some documentation around your processes, standard operating procedures, some other bits and pieces. We're going to dive a little bit deeper with this. It's about not so much documenting, or I like to call it recording these processes. And there's various methods of doing that. Like I said, it's none too much fun, and there are other ways to get other people to do some of this stuff for you, but it is absolutely essential. So that's step number 3, getting those processes out of your head. Okay, step number 4 is communication and collaboration. Another big step, utilizing some of the things you're already using, but we will work through some productivity hacks on communications and collaborations. And most importantly, we will talk about, and I will guide you through, how to set up a communication policy in your organization. So you've got set tools that you communicate with, you organize your communications using those tools so things aren't scattered everywhere and you don't know where to find your communications, and there's a clear path of which communication channel you use for which various sort of communications. The other part of this is collaboration. Collaboration in the way scheduling, Google Calendar, sharing Google Calendar so you can collaborate on your availability and other events in your business, and also collaborating on documents rather than sending documents backwards and forwards and having several different versions. So communications and collaboration, a big step, really more interesting step, and some very useful things that you can use and save yourself time, and also, most importantly, do it all from anywhere at any time and on any device. Step number 5, and incidentally, all of these things you can do from anywhere at any time and on any device. That's the whole thing of this program. The whole point of this program is to make sure you have access and you can operate your business, all parts of your business, from anywhere. Step number 5 is about tracking opportunities and delivering customer service from anywhere. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this one, but basically this is about using something called a CRM, which is the customer relationship management software. Don't worry, it's not too complicated, but what it does do, it allows you to track and keep a record and a history of all your communications with your suppliers, with your customers, and within your organization. And it does it easily without as much input. So it also gives you the opportunity, most importantly, to track sales opportunities. Guaranteed, if you implement this step correctly, you will get more sales, more customers in your business, and you can oversee it and work it from anywhere at any time on any device. So that's step number 5. Step number 6, can someone else do this? Just like it says, basically this is about delegating or outsourcing either internally or externally from your organization. You've just gone through the first 5 steps that have set up a system in your business. You're nearly there. So you've set up the system, you've got your processes out of your head, you've got your communications protocols in place, you're tracking your customers and your suppliers. So now's the time to start outsourcing some of those tasks that you don't really need to do. This is your next big step where it's going to give you an opportunity to walk away or spend more time outside of your business, living life outside of that business. So it could be internal or external. I'm hoping by the end of this program, I'm going to recommend that every one of you people on this program engage a virtual assistant, or let's not call them a virtual assistant. They're just a team member that is not at your place of business. And everything will go through in this will set you up to do that. So that's the last step, or sort of the last step. The last thing we need to do is let's do this. Everything's in place. Let's practice what we've been preaching here and get it all working. Let's actually go and work from anywhere. And that's exactly what we're going to do by the end of this program. There you have it. 6 steps to spending more time living life outside of your business. Okay, that's it. We're just about ready to get into this. We're now going to go into the details of all these 6 steps. So let's keep moving.